श्री कृष्ण विरहे राधिकार दशा अमित सहिते नारी। 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 युगल मिलन सुखेर कारण जीवन छाड़ीते पारी। सुखेर कारण जीवन छाड़ीते पारी। श्री कृष्ण विरहे राधिकार दशा अमित सहिते नारी। कृष्ण विरहे राधिका चरण त्यजिया मारा घन के प्रलय माया। राधिका चरण त्यजिया मारा घन के प्रलय माया। राधिका चरण त्यजिया मारा शन के प्रलय राधिकार करे शतबार मारी सिधु अमर साया। राधिकार करे शतबार मारी सिधु अमर साया। एहनो राधार चरण युगने परिचर्या पावो कामे। चरण युगने परिचर्या पावो कामे। हा ब्रज जन मोरे दया करी कवि ब्रज वन रामे। हा ब्रज जन मोरे दया करी कवि ब्रज वन रामे। विलास मंजरी आनंद मंजरी शिरूप मंजरी विलास मंजरी आनंद मंजरी शिरूप मंजरी विलास मंजरी आनंद मंजरी शिरूप मंजरी माते तुरिया लहोनी जपदे देव मोरे सिद्धि सागर। माते तुरिया before I do Mangalacharan, from the audience, philosophical, humorous pastimes, philosophical, Gurudev's philosophical pastimes, or my personal pastimes?
All three.
All three.
We'll try philosophy.
Okay. We have only 45 minutes. All.
Go until 4 o'clock, no problems.
We already had many speakers spoke already on Srila Gurudev on their personal experience. Okay. Purposely I sang this bhajan. I'm coming to this point. Om Ajnanatimmirandasya Jnananjan Shalakaya Chakshurumlitam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha Guruve Gaurachandraya Radhikaye Stadalaye Krishnaya Krishna Bhaktaya Tad Bhaktaya Namo Namah Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasari Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama Rama Hare Next year, God Purnima, you're going to take sannyas.
Yeah.
Everyone will be so happy.
Yeah, next
Hearing your lectures, Harikatha, you make everyone so happy.
True. True. Next year, Brahma.
Isn't that a joke?
Yes.
No, I'm serious.
Can you give them like next year Brahma years?
Yeah.
Bhakti Vedant Gaur Maharaj.
Like Gaur Krishna Das Babaji, but whatever.
He's thinking of getting Babaji.
I don't like that color, so I'll stick with this.
You don't like this color?
No, I'll stick with
It's
white.
terrible.
I'm not fine.
Fiery color. Anyway. Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur, he encapsulated the entire body of philosophy, the mood of Sri Mahaprabhu and especially Sri Rupa Goswami in his beautiful bhajans. Imagine Rasa Leela in Srimad Bhagavatam. It's so elaborate, so many chapters. But in just very simple bhajan, Braja Vipine, Yamuna Tire, Mancha Manohar, this bhajan, he gave the essence of the entire Ras Leela in just few stanzas. And in this bhajan which we just sung, Shri Krishna Virahe Radhika Dasha Amito Sahite Nari. He, in this bhajan, this is the beauty of Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur. He simplified very high class philosophy, simplified in such simple Bengali bhajans. But if we go deep into the gravity of his words and the meaning of these bhajans, we can understand how he is giving totally the mood of Sri Rupa Goswami. And this is our Gaudiya bhajan. We are trying to follow Gaudiya bhajan, Gaudiya sadhan. If any mixture comes in that, then there is a deviation. When the deviation comes, then there is delusions. And when the delusions come, then delusions comes. So strictly following the Gaudiya path is very, very important and necessary. My Guru Maharaj, in the age of 101, he used to say, what our Srila Prabhupada is referring to his Guru Maharaj. My Guru Maharaj, Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada, what he has given, and Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur, these two personalities, what they have been given, never ever deviate from their philosophy. Never ever. This is the realizations of Mahabhagavats. Mahabhagavats means all prominent disciples of Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada. Because the identity of Srila Prabhupada is Paramhansa Param Paramartha Patim Patito Dharane Kritavesh Yatim Yatiraj Gane Parisevya Padam Pranamami Sada Prabhupada Padam. Paramhansa Varam. Sannyas ashram has 4 stages. What are 4 stages? Kutichak, Baudak, Hans, and then Paramhansa. 4 stages of sannyas. Kutichak means in the initial stage after receiving sannyas to make one, this is ancient time, make one cottage and spend your time in studying shastras. Then the next stage comes Bahudak, means start traveling and preaching whatever you learned and realized. Then comes the stage of Hamsa, swan. Can very easily separate milk and water. Means too much into the Shastras, philosophy, not allowing any other delusions of water into the milk. Any other philosophy. And then comes the stage of Paramahansa. Srila Prabhupada Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur is Paramhansa Varam Paramartha Patim. Paramahansa Varam means one who is worshipped by Paramahansas. Paramartha Patim. He is the master of those who follow the path of Paramartha. The path of Paramartha means what? Those who are serious in their sadhana. This is Paramartha. But those who are not serious, they are only entangled with 4 Purusharthas. Dharma, Arth and Kam and Moksha. They are not giving any emphasis for the Pancham Purushartha, which is Krishna Prem. That's the only Paramartha, that's the only aim and object of our sadhana. So, Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur, he wrote this bhajan, Shri Krishna Virahe Radhika Dasha Amito Sahite Nari. This is the mood of the gopis. The mood of the gopis. Specifically the mood of the Manjaris. Because Shri Rupa Goswami Pad in Ujjwal Mani is giving account of different categories of the gopis. All gopis are not same. There are many categories, but he categorized specifically into 3 parts. What it has to do with Srila Gurudev, I am coming on this point. One is Krishna Snehadikya. Some gopis who have more affection for Krishna and less towards Radharani. Due respect to them, but they are not our ideals. They are more inclined towards Krishna and less to Radharani. If Radha and Krishna have a dice game, if Krishna is winning over, they get cheered up, they start clapping for Krishna. So, the gopis of Radharani, they are lamenting there. They are not happy there. So, this is one category. The another category is Samsneha. Those gopis who have equal love for Radharani and equal love for Krishna, a little bit more inclined towards Radharani. They are Lalita Vishakha, the Arshakis. They have love for Krishna and they also have love for Radharani, but they are always inclined towards Radharani. Always taking the side of Radharani. Making Krishna feel down and making Radharani highlight in all the pastimes. But then there is third, very special category.
Yes.
What is that category? What is the term? Sakhi Snehatikya. They have only and only inclination towards Radharani. They have nothing to do with Krishna. So they are the one who feel 100 times more bliss and more separation with the mercy of Radharani. Because of their oneness and tadatme with Radharani. And I am not saying this. Govi Lilamrit, Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami is saying this. Jato lasa sat shekam shanti tamna chitram. It is not at all astonishing that this is happening. Sakhe Shri Radhika Brajkumar Vidur Haladi Nama Shaktir. This is the verse. Govi Lilamrit. These manjaris, they get so much effect. Because when Radharani is feeling separation from Krishna, they can't bear that. They can't even want to hear that. Shri Krishna virahe radhika dasha amito sahite nari. Shri Bhakti Thakur is saying this with the mood as Kamala Manjari. Yugal milan sukhere karan jivana chadite pari. I'm ready to give up my life for the pleasure of the meeting of Shri Radha and Krishna. This is the meaning. For their pleasure, I'm ready to give up my life. And Srila Bhakti Thakur expressed, where I want to give my life, want to live my life, sorry. Yeah? Can you guess which spot he want to live his life? Huh? No. No. Kurukshetra. He mentioned this. I want to live my life in Kurukshetra. Because that's the place where my Swamini, Radhaji, she need most help. Because she is saying after Dur Pravas, after long separation, long years of separation, Radharani is seeing Krishna. And she bursts into tears, intense separation. And she wants to take Krishna back to Braj from there. So there she need my most help. So I want to be there. This is a mood, Kurukshetra, not Radhakund and all that. This is just an emotion. He's expressing an emotion there. Don't take the words literally. So, Yugal milan sukhere karan jivana chadite pari. I'm ready to give up my life. But I don't want to hear my Radharani is feeling separation from Krishna. The same mood, tadatme. The same mood, tadatme oneness. Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada. One episode happened when he was in one assembly and great scholars were speaking on Krishna Tattva, Radha Tattva, and they were speaking on Rasa Leela. Srila Prabhupada was present there. Please give attention to this. This is a philosophical point. Srila Prabhupada, please come forward. So many devotees come. Please come forward.
We're ready now. We're ready.
So you understand the connection? Those who came, those who just came, for them. Srila Bhakti Thakur is saying, Krishna virahe radhika dasha amita sahite nari. What is the meaning, Gaur Prabhu?
I can't stand separation.
I can't
of
stand
Radhika.
separation of Radhika for Krishna. I can't stand that. Srila Prabhupada, Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, he's established the Manobhish of Sri Bhakti Thakur. Srila Bhakti Thakur is the one who established the entire Gaudiya Siddhanta, means the mode of Sri Rupa Goswami. Okay. But who propagated that? Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada, by getting tadatme, oneness with Srila Bhakti Thakur. So on one occasion, a big assembly, Dharma Sabha was going on. Many great scholars, they were speaking on Ras Vichar, Tattva Vichar, Ras Leela and all. And one prominent speaker, he began speaking from Ras Leela, showing how much separation Radharani has for Krishna. So while speaking, he picked up some verses from 10th canto Ras Leela, spoken by Shri Shukdev Goswami. Sacha mene tadatmanam varishtam sar yoshitam hit gopi kaman aso bhajate priya tatto gaptam vanam tesham driptam kesham abravit na pariham chalitum naimam yatrita priya evam uktam priyam आस्कंद उरायते मिथि ततच अंतर्दय कृष्णा Savadu Anvatapte. He said this verse. And moment he said this, Srila Prabhupada stopped him. Stop! Stop! I can't even hear this. The meaning here is, Radharani said, Krishna, I cannot walk further. What can I do? Krishna said, then come climb on my shoulders. Moment Krishna bent down, want to make Radharani sit on his shoulders, Krishna heard that the gopis, they are coming. And if they see Radharani alone with me, they are going to blame Radharani. That you are very selfish. You took Krishna alone. We were together, wanted to please Krishna, to have ras with Krishna, but you took Krishna alone with you. So this is going to be a blame on my Radharani. I want all this blame can come on my head. And therefore Krishna himself, he disappeared from there. Showing that I am the one to be blamed. And I made everyone crying and weeping. Because Radharani started lamenting there. Na pareham chalitum nai mam yatrata priya. I cannot walk further. Tatasya antardhay Krishna. Krishna disappeared from there. Savadu anvatapte. Shri Shukdev Goswami is not uttering the word Radharani there. Many times he is uttering the word Gopi, Kvachit Gopi. But here specifically he used the word Savadu anvatapte. Vadu means bride. Or in other words, queen. She started lamenting. Srila Prabhupada, when he was hearing this, he can't stand and he just stopped at speaker. No, I can't hear this. That Radharani is crying in separation from Krishna. I want to hear something different. I want to hear how Krishna is crying for my Radharani. I want to hear how Krishna is feeling separation from Radharani. So everyone was looking at Srila Prabhupada. What reference he is going to give? Where it is in Bhagavatam. Then Srila Prabhupada said, Jayadev Goswami wrote Geet Govinda. And in Vasant Ras, Shri Jayadev Goswami said, Itat tatat anusmritya anangavanakhin manasa kritanutapya sakalandi nandi tatanta kunde vishada madhava. In Vasant Ras, when Radharani, she left Ras Leela, Krishna, in search of Radharani, wandering here and there, calling out Radhe, Radhe, Radhe. On the bank of Jamuna, sitting under the shade of a tree, Krishna started lamenting, calling out Radhe, Radhe, Radhe. Vishad Madhava. Krishna, who is Madhava. Madhava means Lakshmipati. Lakshmi here means Sarv Lakshmi Mai Radharani. Not Lakshmipati means the goddess of fortune. But Devi Krishna Mai Prokta Radhika Paradevata Sarv Lakshmi Mai Sarvakanti Samohani Para. Radharani is Sarv Lakshmi Mai. Means she is the source of all the Lakshmis of Vaikuntha. So that Madhava, Krishna is the beloved of Radharani. So when any poet like Jayadev Goswami and all, when they are writing or they are putting any names of Krishna, they are very choosy and they are sarcastic on Krishna. That you specifically use the word Madhava there. You are the beloved of Radharani and you are Vishad. You are lamenting for Radharani. Showing the supremacy of Radharani over Krishna. Srila Prabhupada Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur said, I want to hear this. Madhava lamenting for Radharani, but I can't hear that my Radharani is lamenting for Krishna. Srila Prabhupada was in tears and then he spoke this. So it's not just a lecture, but they always dwell in this mood, in this absorption, always favoring Radharani over Krishna and serving her And Radharani's victory over Krishna. They feel pleasure and joy by seeing the victory of Radharani over Krishna. This was the mode of Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur. This is the mode of Srila Prabhupada and our Param Gurudev, Shri Bhakti Pragyan Keshava Goswami Maharaj Ji. He also embraced this mood of his Guru Maharaj, Tadatme of his Guru Maharaj. Not in words, not just in words, but in his actions too. And in the actions means wherever he is established his centers, he always put Krishna as black or white? White Krishna. Because of this reason. Because of only and only of this philosophical reason. As Srila Gurudev said, many people was criticizing and complaining that Keshav Maharaj, he has shortage of money and he bought a cheap marble. White marble Krishna. But it's not about expensive or cheap. It's about the philosophical point. Tatanta Kunde Vishad Madhava means when Krishna is lamenting for Radharani and his complexion gets changed there to white complexion. And therefore Shri Param Gurudev he wrote the Vinod Vihari Ashtakam. Radha Chinta Niveshanam Yasya Kanti Vilopita Shri Krishna Charanam Vande Radha Lingita Vigraham Radha Alingitam Vigraham. Both things are there. Hai Atal Prabhu? Am I right? Radha Lingita Vigraham, Radha Alingitam Vigraham. Krishna lost his complexion with the loving embrace of Radharani, Alingitam Vigraham. And Krishna also lose his complexion, dark complexion, by remembering in separation of Radharani. Lingitam Vigraham, Alingitam Vigraham. But in any case, he loses his complexion, dark complexion. And he turns to golden complexion. So Shri Param Gurudev also, he installed Shri Radha Vinod Bihari Ji with that philosophical point. Understand? How Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur, Srila Prabhupada, and then Param Gurudev, from where they are taking this? They are just fabricating their own? Or is just their mental concoction? Or is they just their meditation? No. Mahajanoji Gata Sapantaha. They are taking this philosophical point from their ancestors. Ancestors means their Guru Parampara. And they are taking this point from one who, first of all, propagated the preaching movement all over the country. At the time of Shri Rupa Goswami, Sanatana Goswami, all Goswamis, they were doing very seclusion bhajan. Shri Loknath Goswami, Bhugar Goswami, seclusion bhajan. But who introduced the preaching movement? Three Prabhutrais. Narottam, Shamanand, Srinivas Prabhu. All credits to these three Prabhus who started distributing this, the mood of Rupa Goswami. So amongst these three Prabhutrais, the prominent is Shri Narottam Thakur, who exhibited this mood, the mood of prominence of Ashya Vigraha over Vishya Vigraha. You understand the point? It's a philosophical point. I'm just trying to come to this point that how Srila Gurudev, when he said that I am not preaching something which I fabricated, I am just preaching the mood of my Guru Parampara. I learned from them, I got from them, and this is what I am preaching. It's not just I am making this. You understand this point? So how Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur took this point? The prominence of Ashya Vigraha over Vishya Vigraha. By one bhajan of Shri Narottam Thakur, which was famous and popular and life and soul of all Gaudiya Vaishnavas, coming in the line of Shri Narottam Thakur. This bhajan became famous and life and soul of all Gaudiya Vaishnavas. What is this bhajan? Shri Rupa Manjari Pada Sei Mora Sampada Shirupa Manjari Pada, Sei Mora Sampada, Sei Mora Bhajan Pujan. The divine lotus feet of Shirupa Manjari is only my solace. That's the only object of my worship, nothing else. Sei Vrata, Sei Tapa, Sei Mora Mantra Japa. My object of austerities, my object of worship, and tapa, penances, everything is, and mantra japa. My chanting of mantra is, everything is the lotus feet of Shirupa Manjari, nothing else. What is this? Isn't it our object of worship is Krishna? His object of worship, Vishya Vigraha. Narottam Thakur cancelled this. No. For Gaudiya Vaishnavas, for us Gaudiya Vaishnavas, our object of worship is not Krishna. Our object of worship is Asya Vigraha, Radha Rani. Oh, Narottam Thakur ji, you just fabricating your own. Did ever Krishna said this? Yes. In Chaitanya Charitamrita, you find Adi Leela. Shri Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami is saying this. Krishna is contemplating on this. Vishay Jati Sukh Amar Halad, Ama Hoite Koti Gun Ashe Halad, Ashe Jati Sukh Payate Manadhai, Yatna Swatita Nari Ki Karyo Paye, E Chintit Rahe Krishna Param Kautaki, Hede Bade Sada Lok Bhaktaki. Krishna heart is throbbing. Thum, thum, thum. By thinking, contemplating on what is that pleasure which Radharani derives, which I, as object of worship, Vishya Vigraha, can't reach to that standard as what Radharani is driving pleasure. I have no access to that. So even though Vishya Jati Sukh Amar Halal, I am the object of worship. I am Krishna. I am the enjoyer. But Ama Hote Koti Gun Ashre Halat. Radharani is enjoying, driving pleasure 100 times more than me. What is that? Ashe Jati Sukh Payate Manadhai. My mind is running to get aligned with that same pleasure as Radharani is enjoying. But I tried a lot as Krishna. It's not happening. Ashe Jati Sukh Payate Manadhai. I'm running for this. Yatne Swadite Nari Ki Karyo Pai. I don't know. What should I do to come to that standard? What Radharani is going through. I tried many endeavors, all failure. E Chintit Rahe Krishna Param Kautaki. Krishna who is very Kautaki. Kautaki means, what is the English word? Kautaki means
astonishing,
very astonishing, charming. Like Vidagdha is very charming, astonishing, is very Kautaki, and his heart is throbbing to receive that pleasure. You understand? Prominence, supremacy of Radharani over Krishna. So Narottam Thakur, by writing this song, he gave the clear understanding of Gaudiya philosophy. Okay? And the same mood of Narottam Thakur, but embraced by Bhaktivinoda Thakur, by Shri Prabhupada, Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, and then Srila Param Gurudev, Shri Bhakti Pragyan Keshav Goswami Maharaj, and then coming down to our Srila Gurudev, who also embraced this mood very tightly, not loose, very tightly, and took this only as the object of his worship, his preaching, and his mood, and his deliveries of Harikatha, and he infused this in the heart of his disciples. He is the one who introduced this. Many other acharyas, all due respect to them, but they were little hesitant and reluctant. And also for very good reason. Because indigestion, if you're not qualified to digest sweet rice and halwa, what will happen? Indigestion. But Gurudev came out. He comes out with very special, compassionate mood to spread the glories of Radharani, which is mentioned in Ujjwal Nilmani, Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, in Sandarbhas by Jiva Goswami, in Brihad Bhagavatamritam, all the books of the Goswamis. Gurudev took this special mood and he preached all over and told, if you're not reading the books of the Goswamis, then what is the purpose of your life? And Gurudev strictly said that your life is an animal life. Animal life. And I'm working so hard day and night for all of you to go into details of understanding of this pure Gaudiya line. The Gauri line, the line of Shri Radharani. So not only in his lectures, we all heard his lectures, he was always speaking this, especially in New Braj, Bajar festival. He asking his sannyasis, brahmacharis, grasthas to speak on Prahlad Shiksha. And then he gives a conclusion on Prahlad Shiksha. Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu, Smaranam, Pada Sevanam, Archana Vandanam, Dasya, Sakhyam, Atma Nivedanam, Iti Pumsam, Arpita, Vishnu, Bhakti Chanavlakshana. He is giving the teachings of Prahlad Maharaj, but speaking about Navida Bhakti, this is 9 limbs of Bhakti. What is prominent in this 9 limbs of Bhakti? 5 are prominent. Sojatya Snigde Sadhu Sange Satovare Shrimad Bhagavad Arthonam Aswadito Rasikasaha Shraddha Vishesh Priti Shri Murti Angri Sevane Nam Sankirtan Yasya Mathura Mandale Sthiti. Means association, higher class association, hearing Bhagavatam from Rasik Vaishnavas, serving deities with love and affection, residing in Vrindavan Dham, and then Harinam. These are 5 prominent. Yeah. And after churning this and concluding this, Srila Gurudev comes up with the glories of Radharani. What you're going to hear from higher authorities, what you're going to hear by associating with Rasik Vaishnavas, hearing Bhagavatam, and how you're going to worship deities, what you're going to get by residing Vrindavan Dham, what is the purpose of residing Vrindavan Dham, what is the Brajraj, the dust of Vrindavan, what is that? Is an ordinary dust? No. This is a dust for which Uddhav is longing for, Brahma is longing for, Narad is longing for, and even Krishna is longing for. This is the only purpose of residing in Braj, to get the Brajraj. So with each and every limb of bhakti, Srila Gurudev was connecting with Radharani. Hearing, relishing the words of Srimad Bhagavatam of Rasik Vaishnavas. Who is the Rasik? Who is the most Rasik Vaishnava? Shri Shukdev Goswami, who is also partial. While describing the glories of Radharani, Gopis in 10th canto, we can see he is partial. When he is describing the meeting of the Gop, after he disappeared, he appeared, Gopi sang Gopi Geet. So some gopis came, they starting massaging the feet of Krishna, some came to hold the hands of Krishna, touching Krishna. Shukdev Goswami is uttering the glories of the gopis. In any verse, we have 4 lines, right? But while describing the glories of those gopis, you only uttering 2 lines, not the 4 lines. But when it comes to the point of describing the glories of Radharani, then complete 4 lines. Every shloka has 4 lines. Chaturpad. So even Shukdev Goswami is partial there. And why not? He is Sri Shuka. He is Radharani's parent. He takes the remnant of Radharani. So he is with Tadatme with Radharani mood and describing the glories of Radharani with 4 lines in the verses. So in each and every limb of bhakti, Gurudev is connecting with the glories of Radharani. Sajati Ashish Snigde, hearing Srimad Bhagavatam, serving deities, residing in Brajadham. Then 4th one is what? Nam Sankirtan. And Nam Sankirtan means what? Begins with what? Krishna Krishna or Hare Hare? What is Hare? Sarva Cheta Haraha Krishnasta Chittam Harijaso Vidagdi Vistarata Radha Haramataha. The Mahamantra begins with Hare. Without Radharani, how can you get access with Krishna? And what is that Krishna? Who is that Krishna? Sorry. That Krishna who is Anvya Vyatirek, who is running after Radharani. It's not just ordinary boyfriend running after a girlfriend. He's Supreme Parbrahm, Supreme Lord, running after the object of love. The embodiment of love. Is running after Radharani. Anvadhavat. Is Anvadhavat. Is running after Radharani. So Hare means Sarva Cheta Haraha Krishnasya Chittam Hare Vyaso. Krishna, his word Krishna means one who is all attractive. But other meaning of Krishna means? What is meaning of Krishna? All attractive, and other is Krishi Bhuvachuka Shabda Nacha Nivritta Vachaka. Krish means one who is holding all 6 opulences. What are 6 opulences? Ashwarasya, Samagrasya, Virasya, Yasasya, Shriya, Gyan and Vairagya. One who holds the 6 opulences. That is only Krish. Krishi Bhu Vachuka Shabda. Then Na. Na cha Nivritta Vachaka. Na means Ananda, pleasure. Krishna can't even exist without Radharani, because even in the name of Krishna, the presence of Radharani is there. Who is the Ananda? Ananda here means Anandamai Shri Radharani. This is how Gurudev is bringing up. And Srila Gurudev and all Gaudiya Acharyas are like this. Like Srila Bhakti Vigyan Bharti Goswami Maharaj Ji. I never heard this before. We always learn this verse. Gurudev told the entire world to learn this verse. Anya Vilashit. What is that? Audience, what is that? Everyone knows this. This is the blessings of Gurudev. This is the glories of Gurudev. This is the essence of Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu. Atul Prabhu, what's the meaning? Quickly.
Pure bhakti is defined as that which is completely devoid of all other forms of desiring and without any covering of jnana or karma, including jnana of Krishna's Aishwarya.
Yes, very good. Scholar, huh? Anukulena Krishnanushilanam. What is the meaning Anukulena Krishnanushilanam?
It is done favorably for the satisfaction of Krishna, and it is done, and the example is given of Yashoda Maya and also of Chanura Mushnika.
Yeah. That's a different topic. But Anukulena Krishnanushilanam. Srila Bhakti Vigyan Bharti Goswami Maharaj Ji said, see his commentary, Rasik, it's called Rasik Acharyas. Anukulena Krishnanushilanam means serving Krishna in a favorable mood. But who is Anukul Shakti of Krishna? Radharani. Krishna Anushilanam alone is not going to work. It has to be Anukulena Krishna Anushilanam. Serving Anukul means Radharani and Krishna together, Yugal, combined Radha and Krishna Anushilanam. This is a commentary, Srila Bhakti Vigyan Bharti Goswami Maharaj. Not only alone Krishna Anushilanam, not only just favorable mood, but one who is the one who expressed the most favorable mood? Only Radharani. So the word Anukula there means Radharani. Anukulen, Krishna Anushilanam. This is how Gurudev, he was taking each and every word or describing the limbs of bhakti, connecting with Radharani. And after saying so, Gurudev said, oh, we were hearing the teachings of Prahlad Maharaj. But this is my problem. Gurudev said, this is my problem. I can't resist without speaking the glories of Radharani. This is called Rasik Acharyas. How they're connecting everything with the object of their worship, and that's Radharani. So not only in his lectures, but in his actions too. The supremacy promise of Radharani means the victory of Ashya Vigraha over Vishya Vigraha. In other words, without taking shelter of Ashya Vigraha, one cannot get Krishna Prem. We cannot get the service of Krishna. Understand? Without taking shelter of Ashya Vigraha. So, who are the Ashya Vigrahas? 3 prominent Ashya Vigrahas. Just like we heard yesterday, 3 Haridas, Yudhishthir Maharaj, Uddhav ji and Giriraj Govardhan. Then prominent 3 Ashya Vigrahas, Vrinda Devi, who gave entrance into the Kunja Leela of Radha and Krishna. Without the mercy of Vrinda Devi, one cannot enter in the Kunj of Radha and Krishna. And Srila Gurudev, he installed Vrinda Devi where? In Vrindavan, when he established his center, Shri Rup Sanatan Gaudiya Math. Along with Mahaprabhu, Shri Radha Vinod Bihari, he installed Shri Vrinda Devi, because without mercy of Vrinda Devi, no one can get entrance into this divine Kunja Leela of Shri Radha Vinod Bihari. So, Gange Achampe Tadid Vinindi Rochi Pravaha Snapita Pavinde Bandhu Kabandhu Duti Devi Vasu Vrinde Namaste Charanara Vindam Vrinde Namaste Charanara Vindam Vrinde Namaste Charanara Vindam and Bhaktya Vihina Aparada Lakshe Shikta Shakama Vitarangamadi Kripa Maitam Sharanam Prapanam Vrinde Namaste Charanara Vindam. So without mercy of Vrinda Devi, there is no entrance there. So Gurudev installed Vrinda Devi. Not only just Mahaprabhu and Radha Vinod Bihari. Then second, near to Mathura and across Jamuna, he installed Durvasa Gaudiya Math. And what he installed there? Jamuna Maharani. They are the witness. 3. Vrinda Sakhi, Vrinda Jamuna Maharani. He installed Jamuna Maharani. Without Jamuna's, who's not different from Vishaka Sakhi, without her blessings, very difficult to get residence in Braj. Hai So how to glorify Jamuna Maharani? Bhraturasya kasapatane pipati harani prekshaya pipapino pipapa sindhu dharani Niramaduri vyasya cheta chitta vandani Mam punatu sarvada ravinda bandhu nandani Mam punatu sarvada ravinda bandhu nandani Mam punatu sarvada ravinda bandhu nandani Jamuna Maharani ki Then he installed Haridas Varje, Shri Giriraj Govardhan and Giridhari Gaudiya Math. Nijapati bhuja danda chhatra bhava prapadya pratihata mata deshtu danda devandagava atula pratula sheni bhupa priyame nijani kata nivasam dehi govardhana O pramada madana lila kandare kandarate Rachayati navayuno dandamasmi namana Iti kela kalarata dagda kasta dyorame Nijani kata nivasam dehi govardhana Bolo Shri Giriraj Maharaj ki Not only in his lectures, his speech, but also in his actions. In his Gaudiya Maths, what he installed, mostly these 3, Vrinda Devi, Jamuna ji and Giriraj Govardhan. They are the witness of Radha Krishna pastimes. And we can only get entrance into this ras vichar, this realm of ras, by the mercy and compassion of these three personalities. This is the glories of Srila Gurudev. He got this mood tadatme from Param Gurudev. Yeah? And Param Gurudev got from Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada got from Bhaktivinoda Thakur. Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur got from Srinottam Thakur. And this is the mode of Sri Rupa Goswami. Therefore, Srila Gurudev is the representative of entire Rupa Nuga, the best of all Rupa Nugas. And Srila Bhaktivedanta Vaman Goswami Maharaj said, he is Keshavanuga. He is Keshavanuga. He is the best disciple of my Guru Maharaj, Shri Bhakti Pragyan Keshav Goswami Maharaj. Srila Vaman Goswami Maharaj is stamping on this. Being so senior, but how much regard and respect is giving to Gurudev, that he is Keshavanuga. He fulfilled the mission of my Guru Maharaj, Shri Bhakti Pragyan Keshav Goswami Maharaj. We can see in the preface of Shri Jaya Dharma, where Srila Vaman Goswami Maharaj is writing, saying that even though his Guru Maharaj means Param Gurudev, he only translate or he gave the first and the second chapter, 2 parts of Jaya Dharma. He didn't mention the Ras Vichar there. But Shri Bhakti Vedanta Narayan Goswami Maharaj, he got inspired and a very special mercy of Guru Maharaj on him, that he also introduced the Ras Vichar, the third part, the third portion of Shri Jaya Dharma, the Ras Vichar. Definitely, there is no any doubt. He is a recipient of the mercy of Guru Maharaj. That's why he is Keshavanuga. What Shri Bhakti Pragyan Keshav Goswami Maharaj want to distribute, Shri Narayan Maharaj distributed under guidance, the shade of his lotus feet of his Guru Maharaj. So therefore he is Keshavanuga. He is Vaikuntha Varta Vahak. He is the carrier of Vaikuntha Varta. The glories of Vaikuntha. Vaikuntha here means not only just Vaikuntha, it also applies to Golok Vrindavan. The stories of Golok Vrindavan. And I relate this with one example. There's a pond where 2 lotus blossom from that pond. One is blue, another is golden. These 2 lotus in that pond. What is this blue lotus? Krishna. And the golden lotus is? They both can't survive, can't exist. Or in other words, their foundation is that pond in which they are existing. Lotus can't be without water, right? What is that pond? Prem. Prem is that pond. Where Krishna and Radharani and Krishna, they are taking shelter of this Prem. And Prem has 2 sides. What are 2 sides? Milan and Vipralam, meeting and separation. So they have taken shelter of this pond of Prema. And then some bumblebees, they always come humming, sitting on the lotus. They extract the nectar of the lotus and they go around humming. Means they go around and spread of what they see and what they heard. These 2 lotuses are speaking. Those bumblebee means Sargrahi. Bumblebee means Sargrahi. Sargrahi means one who knows, who is very expert in taking the essence. Who are these bumblebees like devotees? All our Gaudiya Acharyas. And specifically, 2 great Bhakti Vedantas. Shri Bhakti Vedanta Swami Prabhupada, Shri Bhakti Vedanta Narayan Goswami Maharaj. But also applies to other Acharyas too. They are also Bhakti Vedantas, if we go to the deep understanding of what is Bhakti Vedanta means. But these 2 great Acharyas, they sat on that lotus, they took the essence and they saw what these two lotuses are speaking and what they are reciprocating, and they can't resist. They going around jungle and humming around, spreading around, speaking around what Krishna is saying, what Radharani is saying, what Krishna is doing, what Radharani is doing, and how Krishna got defeated in the hands of Radharani. Venu karani patitam skalitam shikhandam brashtam chapit vasnam brajaraj suno yasya katak shargata vibhushitasya tam radhika chaldenu aham sprami. Shri Prabhupada Sasi Thakur describing when Krishna is boasting that is there anyone who can have wrestling with me? Is there anyone? Then gopis bring Radharani. Sakhas were thinking, what is their point to speak like this? We throw you down every other day. Why are you boasting like this? The Sakhis, they brought Radharani, and moment Krishna saw Radharani, Venu karani patitam. The flute, the hands of Krishna fell on the ground. Skalitam shikhandam. His peacock feather fell on the ground. Brashtam chapit vasanam. His yellow, his golden pitambar also fell. And what to speak of anything else? Krishna himself fell on the ground. Accepted his defeat. But still he is so arrogant, he is not accepting his defeat. Gurudev is describing like this. Shri Radha Govinda ki jai. Radharani is on the top of Krishna, like this. And Krishna is flat on the ground, knockout. Even then Krishna is saying, I win over Radharani. The gopis say, how come? You are on the ground, Radharani is on top. How you can claim this? Krishna said, whose nose is up? Radharani nose is down. My nose is up. So I win over. But gopis said, no, you are lying. They all started clapping for Krishna, Radharani. And in this way, Gurudev asked, how many gopis are here? If you are the side of Radharani, you have to clap for Radharani. So that's the mood, that's the absorption, there's the meditation. And Gurudev, he used to drive so much pleasure describing these pastimes, glories, and the pastimes of Radharani, the supremacy of Radharani over Krishna, but with Tattva and Siddhanta. Very important, essential. If we subtract the Tattva Vichar, means the foundation, then the whole building is very weak. You understand weak means? Fanaticism. One just become fanatic. But with proper Siddhanta, the Gaudiya Siddhanta, with proper understanding of that, then one can build the palace of Ras Vichar on the foundation of Tattva Vichar. So Gurudev was giving evidences from scriptures, even from the Vedas and Puranas. And hearing Srila Gurudev speaking on these great topics, even the scholars of Mathura, who were always taking side of Krishna. But by hearing this evidences from Srila Gurudev, they start sweating. I'm not just saying this verbally. I'm eyewitness. In those days on Janmashtami and Radhashtami, Gurudev used to hold assemblies, inviting all the scholars. And for Janmashtami, all Krishna Tattva, in depth of Krishna Tattva spoken by scholars. And in the last, Gurudev, because he's a host, Gurudev used to speak in the last, saying that I have not born in Braj. You all are Brajavasis, but I have taken remnants of Brajavasis. And on the potency of the remnants of Brajavasis, I can boldly say the glories of Radharani over Krishna by giving evidences. The Brajavasis there sitting thinking, Srila Narayan Maharaj is referring to them. But it wasn't like that. Gurudev is referring to his Guru Maharaj and Prabhupada, Bhakti Thakur, Rup Goswami. They are Brajavasis. They are actually Brajavasis. So Gurudev said, I have taken their remnants. Means he went deep into the philosophy, means the tattva and siddhanta and ras vichar of Rup Raghunath Goswamis. Yeah? On the strength of them, when Gurudev was saying this, and when the assembly over, we brahmacharis were serving prasadam. The true story. And there was one, I'm not telling his name, very famous, very popular. And he was, what do you call, what the title? He had so many titles, like Sanskrit, Sapta, something, I forgot now. Very, very famous, renowned. While I was serving prasadam, you know what they were speaking? Narayan Maharaj knows more than us. I personally heard them speaking. We thinking we know so much, we are scholars, and Narayan Maharaj is bringing up such beautiful points we never heard before. Scholars are saying this. They understood the glories of Srila Gurudev. When he is speaking philosophically. This is philosophical prospect of Gurudev, but there are many other humorous pastimes, foodie pastimes. If you hear this, you will not believe. On one side we are hearing Srila Gurudev so much deep into philosophy, but how he can be so humorous and very friendly to each and every individual. This is another section of the glories of Srila Gurudev. Just like a small baby crying for candies. Gurudev sometimes is very fond of one prep. Yes, Tongi? One prep Gurudev was very fond of. Can you tell me?
Aloo posto.
Aloo posto. And then other is? Anyone?
Dal puri.
Dal puri. What is the dal puri? Soaking which dal? Not moong dal. Chana dal. Soak chana dal overnight and then frying with making a dough and fill that chana dal in that and deep fry. This was Gurudev's favorite. But in his advanced age, doctor forbade him, you can't have any fries. But Gurudev is remembering, oh, that's very delicious. Very delicious. There's so many foodie pastimes I know of Srila Gurudev. So once upon a time in Mathura, all devotees were standing there. No one was allowed to come close to Gurudev. And they made one barricade there. All devotees having darshan and Gurudev was waving everyone like this. He saw one of his lady disciples. She is very expert in making this dal puri. And next to Gurudev was his sevak standing. And he can't even say or demand. So Gurudev told Madhav Maharaj, go and get candies from the room. I want to distribute. And Maharaj told brahmacharis, go and. Gurudev said, why can't you go? I told you. So he went inside. And Gurudev immediately called her, come here. When are you making dal puri for me? She said, can I bring tomorrow? Yes, come tomorrow. And meanwhile, Madhav Maharaj came with the candies. Gurudev said, chant properly, okay? Don't miss your mantras. Chant properly every day. You understand? Now you go. So funny, huh? And then next day she brought dal puri and no one can have access to Gurudev's room. Then she knocked the door, kitchen door. And he gave to Duju Prabhu, who was the cook of Gurudev. She said, Gurudev asked me to bring this. He said, no way, we can't give. You're lying. She said, no, yesterday he asked me to bring. So please give this dal puri in his lunch. He said, okay, I will take care of this. And he brought prasadam plate for Gurudev. Everything boiled and very healthy. And while honoring prasadam, Gurudev is saying, something is missing today. Something is missing today. He said, no, this is what I cooked. Gurudev said, okay. And while eating, I was just sitting there. And Gurudev said, today nobody came for my darshan. Since morning, every day devotees come for my darshan. Nobody came today for my darshan. He said, yes, you met so many devotees hour ago. He said, no, but somebody said they're going to come at lunchtime. So I'm just waiting. And then Luis Prabhu started laughing loudly. He understood. He said, I know what you're going to say. I know. Okay, I'm bringing, but I'm only going to give you half, not full. Gurudev said, bring quickly. Before he comes, bring quickly. Yeah. And he brought the dal puri. He gave half to Gurudev. And Gurudev, while he was taking half back, Gurudev said, come here. And he snatched the other half to him. Now you go away and don't disturb me. And he started relishing that. He's just like a baby, craving for this dal puri. Yeah. But then later on, when he ate that, now what happened? Indigestion. Indigestion. Then he's telling me, get gamcha, I have to go washroom again and again, 2-3 times. And then he was sitting like this. He said, call Madhav Maharaj. Then I called Maharaj, Gurudev is calling you. Maharaj came. Gurudev said, so listen carefully, like in a very deep grave. Listen carefully. Devotees, they want to serve me. I have to reciprocate their love. Okay? This is my duty. So today, one devotee, she brought dal puri for me. You see, I don't touch fried things. But because she got for me, I have to reciprocate her with my affection. So you know what happened? I took. I ate one dal puri. And now my stomach is unfriendly. I don't know what to do. You manage. And we were standing there laughing so loudly. How he's, so friendly and speaking like this. There are hundreds of, I don't know if it's proper to say or not, but there are so many friendly stories of Srila Gurudev. But all glories to Gurudev. Time is over. Ending up here. Praying to Srila Gurudev. He was very personal to each and every individual. Every individual. Yeah. No matter if it's a child, or grown up, or elderly age. Even a driver of the car, of a taxi driver. So friendly with each and every one. Very polite, very affectionate, very loving. But when it comes to philosophy, very high philosophy. And when it comes to chastisement, super high. With chastisement and correction, he never spared anyone. What to speak of his disciple, he didn't even spare his god brothers. They also got nice loving punches. We personally saw that. Srila Gurudev Ki Gaur Premanande. Thank you so much for having me here in this celebration of disappearance of Srila Gurudev and appearance of Srila Bhaktivedanta Vaman Goswami Maharaj. Looking forward to see you in summers again. Extending my special thanks to Shyam Prabhu Bimla Mataji, who always invite me, push me, force me to come, manage my tickets, and take care of me like parents. I'm eternally indebted to them. Thank you so much.
That we're so fortunate. Not only do we have one day of Srila Gurudev's Sirabha, we had, because you came, we had 3 days of absorption. What a gift. And we're so internally indebted to you. We're traveling the world and continuing on Srila Gurudev's Manovesh and our Guru Varga. So we are so indebted to Maharaj. She has so much affection for Lachula. We're so fortunate because Srila Gurudev came here. So please dive deep into your pockets and hearts and show your affection for Maharaj. Give from your heart, please. Please. Building lots and just helping so many devotees all over the world. So please let's reciprocate but we can, although we're eternally indebted. Thank you, Mars.
Because you all are senior disciples of Gurudev, so I chose this is the best place to come to celebrate this, to hear from all of you. And I got reflection from all of you to speak something. Thank you so much, everyone. Hare Krishna. God Prabhu, you have to some announce. I see you have something to announce.
I have something for you, Maharaj.
For me, thank you so much. Always welcome.
I'm coming up there.
Don't chastise me, otherwise everything is.